Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. We are going to have so much fun today because we are going to celebrate Marie's Vermont creations with a rainbow of things, and there's going to be ink smushing, and there's going to be embossing folders and all kinds of fun stuff. And there's going to be a bird eating my microphone because that's the most fun. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do today. And there's our rainbow. We have got a rainbow of inks. We've got red, yellow, orange, and blue, but that's not a complete rainbow. We are missing orange. Hold on a minute. I'm going to correct this. Ready? Here we go. Poof! Yes. Ta-da! Orange. There we go. We got our Simon Hurley inks. We've got our rainbow complete. We've got red, yellow, orange. It should be red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. Oh well, did that wrong. We also have our Sassy and Crafty Chronic Illness Warriors stamp set with the cutest little purple zebras you've ever seen. So I want to tell you a little bit about zebras. The reason their zebras are for chronic illness is because in medical schools, doctors are trained with the statement, look for horses, not for zebras. Even I was trained that way because horses are a lot more common than zebras. And most chronic illnesses are not very common. For instance, my chronic illness is seen in 7 or 8 out of every 100,000 people. So you just don't come across it a lot. So these zebras are going to teach us a lot of things. Number one, they're teaching us color theory. Yellow and purple are, oh, look, I'm even going to show you this stamp set. Isn't that cute? Look at how easy these are to color. They're huge. See? So they're easy to cut out by hand. You can cut them with your brother scan and cut too because they're like really easy to cut out. And so back to yellow and purple are opposites on the color wheel. So they draw your eye. So now it's a complete look. See? Now it's a complete rainbow. Yeah. And see how that cup looks round because I use some really nice gray Ohuhu markers. The lightest gray ones, and that cup looks round. Very cool. You can also use your really lightest gray to, like, when you make a mistake with your purple, to wipe out the purple and the stripes. So this is not just celebrating Marie, this is also celebrating my sister because my sister adores this technique and she loves these cards and these backgrounds. I had made a bunch for her. So this is ink smooshing at its best because this is like the easiest way to make colorful backgrounds. So you open up your embossing folder. So many people have done this technique. Everybody knows how to do this technique. You can do it with stencils too because you can do it with your stencil, without your stencil, however. But I did it with embossing folders. So you're going to take this one. I did the bumps. So that's the deboss side. So the bumps are going to go into your paper. Okay, but this one came out badly. There I am with my Simon Hurley inks. There's the yellow. The yellow is over the moon. It's actually a very pretty yellow. Don't drop your ink pad. It's bad. Yeah. I left in every single mistake I made, so you will feel better. This is me trying to figure out which, yeah, no, wait a minute. That's not the lid for that one. What is this ink pad? I have no idea. Ooh, there we go. Okay, there we are. Okay, there we are. There's the orange, but I'd already dropped it once. Anyway, Simon, you need to make small ink pads because this was a pain in the attitude to do with large ink pads. It's very hard to do, and it gets ink all over your hands. Which is, of course, okay, because, you know, this is getting inky fun. But it's much easier to do with small... There I am trying to show you what you're doing. You're just trying to get the dots, okay? Which, by the way, is very difficult when you're using huge ink pads. So I don't know if you could do it with like blender brushes. That might work. But I was trying to do this video. So then you put your paper in there. This is probably better because in the original video you got to hear my Gemini Junior machine. I mean, it was a real working video. So this is what I have to do embossing folders. So I take out the entire middle, all the stuff. Yeah. And I use that floppy thing they send you that says, here, you can use this for embossing things. I have not figured out a thing for a stencil, but for embossing folders, it's 2 clear pads and that squishy thing. Help. That's all I need for an embossing folder. I have no idea what the sandwich is for a stencil. I'm still working on that. Yeah. So here we go. And yeah. It doesn't look so bad there. I may end up using it anyway, but yeah, I didn't like that one so much. Okay, so now we're going to try the other side, which is the emboss side. So emboss is when you push the bumps up, and deboss is when you push the bumps down. So that was, I used the deboss side. So here I'm putting it on the emboss side, which means this is going to be below the bumps. Okay, so here I am. I'm putting this below the bumps. So I'm putting it on the flat surface. So the white bumps are going to rise up. They're going to rise up like the mountain out of this. Yeah. So that's me doing the orange there. I think I'm going to try to go back. And this is where I made a huge goof. Oh, yeah, that's me getting red and the yellow. Yeah, well, we'll see how it comes out. You never know. It didn't. I had orange. I didn't have yellow. Yeah. By the way, throughout this entire video, you're going to be like, Cindy Ellen, you seem to have a growth in your shirt that moves around. It's like a huge bump that moves around. That would be my conure Yoda. Yeah, that's the dark conure. He likes to run around inside my shirt, and in order to keep him quiet while I was making this video, I just let him run around inside my shirt. He was having a bad day. Oop, dip, there. You can see him in my shirt while I'm getting a piece of paper. He's like, woohoo! Mommy's paying no attention to me. It's great. So, because I was busy paying attention to you people. So, okay, let's see how this one comes out. So no, I don't have some sort of weird monster alien growth. I have a bird. I have 2 birds. There's actually in this video one on my head and one in my shirt. Because doesn't everybody craft that way? Ooh, there you go. That's better. So remember those chronic illness warriors? Yeah. Remember the zebras? Watch this. This is going to be fun. Yeah, look at that. That'd be cool with a little sentiment on it, don't you think? Yeah, and if you were watching the thumbnail, you saw what I did with all these backgrounds. Because, yeah, this is the process video to celebrate Marie. Marie Walton actually lives in my hometown. So literally she lives about 5-6 miles from my parents. And so the next time I go to Vermont, this is another Darice stencil that has more booblies on it. So I'm going to try this one because it's got more white bubbles, and I think I might like that better. Oh, and I'm going to start at the other end of the rainbow. That's what I'm going to do. So we're going to see if that helps. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to smear the inks together. So the cool thing about Simon's inks is that they blend really cool. So now I'm going to do this yellow because the yellow and the green together will make a different green, which is really pretty. And then the yellow and the red together will actually make orange on the stencil, not stencil, on the embossing folder, which is really cool. Anyway, so the next time I go to visit my parents, I'm going to visit Marie. I'm going to bring her things from Florida, which will be very cool. Like she started talking about places in something in a group we were crafting in, and I'm like, yeah, I know exactly where you live. You live right across from blah blah blah. And she's like, oh my God, that's scary. And I'm like, no, it's not. I used to live there. So, and we were talking about where my parents live, and she's like, oh my God, I do live like right across from your parents. And I'm like, yes, yes, I know. God, it looks like I got some sort of weird third boob, like way low. Okay, don't say anything about that. I, I swear to God, you people listen to me because I have no filter. Anyway, Marie also has a TikTok account, and what she does is she memorizes, um, oh, you know what? She memorizes comedians. Hold on. Pring! I've got a better idea for these. Look! Smalling pads. We're going to try something new. We're going to try something new and different. Yeah. Ooh. Do 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 do. So these are my Momento Dewdrop inks. I have owned these things for probably 20 years. Yeah, a little wiping off there. These things are phenomenal. Like, I know I should get Gina K, and I know I should get all these little, like, but I don't have to because I own Momento Dewdrop inks. And I have all the reinkers, so yeah, that. Oh, look, and I have corrected my rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. There we go. Anyway, and she does these takes on these comedians, and she's hilarious. She just cracks us up. She keeps us laughing. Yeah. So, yeah. So anyway, these are my sister's favorite backgrounds that I make. I think she was doing, I made a bunch of these cards for her for a card drive she was doing. I think for autism or something. I'm not quite sure. But, so that's how it celebrates my sister. And it celebrates Marie's 500 subscribers. Here we go. We're going to see what this one looks like. I didn't even show it to you first. We're just going to go and we're going to see. Bam! Look at that. That's amazing. What a pretty card. Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah. Or that way. Or you could put blue at the top. I don't know. Red always looks like ground to me. I'm showing you should cut off the white part before you use it. Because, I don't trust you as card makers to be able to do that, I guess. Oh, look at these. Aren't those cool? Look. Look. Okay, that's the one that's got the blop on it. You can still use it. People don't expect perfect. They're homemade, people. They're homemade. There you go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I've got a better idea. So this is one of my favorite folders. This has butterflies all over it. I'm pretty sure it's a Darice folder, which of course, moment of silence, the Darice is no more. And very, very carefully, we're going to run these lightly. We're going to see if this one works. Of course, I already know the answer, but the suspense is building. Dun, 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 dun. I met Marie through Homemade Happiness. Yep, see? Now the bird's like, what are you doing, Mom? What are you doing? I hear you, Mom. I hear you. What are you doing? They also like to hide under my hair. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to do the red and the yellow first, and then I'm going to run the orange. So Homemade Happiness is a group on Facebook of crafters, paper crafters, and that's where we all met. We might have met on Team Tiny too, I'm not really sure. But anyway, it's going to be a surprise. We're going to see how it goes. It's going to be so wonderful. Get out of there, you old folder. Go away. Oh, did I mess it up? Yes. So, the really cool thing about Tsukaneko inks is they stay wet forever. They stay wet forever. So, hopefully I didn't have to ink it up again. Oh, the suspense is killing me. So, Really, don't throw them out. Of course, Sukaneko inks are great because Versafine, Versamark, Embossing ink. Look at that! Versaclair. They make all of those. So, companies have to sell ink, so they just keep making more of it. So go back and look at the thumbnail. Look at how pretty these cards are. And go visit Sassy and Crafty because Beth has some really fun products. And they're all, if you have problems with your hands, they're really big enough to color. And follow the hashtag over the rainbow for 500. Go to Marie's Vermont Creations because she has a giveaway to celebrate. And remember to subscribe to my channel because I am always this crazy. Bye.